Welcome to The Appendix. Today's primary source, Ben Franklin's Wit and Wisdom, Wise Sayings from Poor Richards Almanack. Not all of these were original to Ben, but he usually added his own flair. With the old almanac and the old year, leave thy old vices, though ever so dear. A little well-gotten will do us more good than lordships and spectres by rapine and blood. Many a long dispute among divines may be thus abridged. It is so, it is not so, it is so, it is not so. Ill customs and bad advice are seldom forgotten. He that riseth late must trot all day, and shall scarce overtake his business at night. He that speaks ill of the mare will buy her. Fish and visitors stink after 3 days. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. He that can compose himself is wiser than he that composes books. A countryman between 2 lawyers is like a fish between 2 cats. After crosses and losses, men grow humbler and wiser. The worst wheel of the cart makes the most noise. Well done is better than well said. There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. He that can travel well afoot keeps a good horse. Who has deceived thee so oft as thyself? A traveler should have a hog's nose, a deer's legs, and an ass's back. No better relation than a prudent and faithful friend. An honest man will receive neither money nor praise that is not his due. Avoid dishonest gain. No price can recompense the pangs of vice. There are more old drunkards than old doctors. Harry Smarter has a mouth for every matter. 'Tis a well-spent penny that saves a groat. Many foxes grow gray, but few grow good. Content makes poor men rich. Discontent makes rich men poor. If your head is wax, don't walk in the sun. Genius without education is like silver in the mine. You can bear your own faults. Why not a fault in your wife? Doing an injury puts you below your enemy. Revenging one makes you but even with him. Forgiving it sets you above him. Great good nature without prudence is a great misfortune. An infallible remedy for toothache, viz., wash the root of an aching tooth in elder vinegar and let it dry half an hour in the sun, after which it will never ache more. A pair of good ears will wring dry 100 tongues. A penny saved is 2 pence clear. A pin a day is a groat a year. Save and have. Every little makes a mickle. Keep thy shop, and thy shop will keep thee. Beware, beware, he'll cheat without scruple, who can without fear. If you would have guests merry with cheer, be so yourself, or so at least appear. The poor man must walk to get his meat for his stomach, the rich man to get a stomach for his meat. Avarice and happiness never saw each other. How then should they become acquainted? The family of fools is ancient. The king's cheese is half wasted in paring, but no matter, 'tis made of the people's milk. There's many witty men whose brains cannot fill their bellies. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows, nor judges all he sees. Be slow in cussing a friend, slower in changing. Let all men know thee, but no man know thee thoroughly. Men freely ford that seed the shallows. When knaves fall out, honest men get their goods. When priests dispute, we come at the truth. Experience keeps a dear school, yet fools will learn in no other. How many observe Christ's birthday? How few his precepts? Oh, 'tis easier to keep holidays than commandments. He that drinks his cider alone, let him catch his horse alone. Who is rich? He that rejoices in his portion. The devil wipes his breach with poor folks' pride. A ship under sail and a big-bellied woman are the handsomest two things that can be seen common. Industry pays debt, despair increases them. They who have nothing to trouble them will be troubled at nothing. There is much difference between imitating a good man and counterfeiting him. Monkeys swarm with envious spite, their most obliging friends will bite. Half-wits talk much but say little. An open foe may prove a curse, but a pretended friend is worse. Wealth is not his that has it, but his that enjoys it. 'Tis easy to see, hard to foresee. In a discreet man's mouth, a public thing is private. He that buys by the penny maintains not only himself, but other people. Here comes courage that sees the lions absent and ran away from the present mouse. Caesar did not merit the triumphal car more than he that conquers himself. Let thy maidservant be faithful, strong, and homely. Declaiming against pride is not always a sign of humility. Those who in quarrels interpose must often wipe a bloody nose. Where yet was ever found the mother who changed her booby for another? He that hath a trade hath an estate. There are fools so troublesome as those that have wit. Late children, early orphans. Quarrels never could last long, if on one side only lay the wrong. You will be careful, if you are wise, how you touch man's religion or credit or eyes. Lend money to an enemy, and thou gain him. To a friend, and thou lose him. Strange that a man who has wit enough to write a centaur should have folly enough to publish it. The heart of the fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of the wise man is in his heart. Visit your aunt, but not every day, and call at your brother's, but not every night. What you seem to be really. Prayers and provenders hinder no journey. Half hospitality opens his door and shuts up his countenance. Hear reason, or she'll make you fill her. At the working man's house, hunger looks in, but dares not enter. Where there is hunger, law is not regarded. And where law is not regarded, there will be hunger. Thank you for joining us on The Appendix. We'll be back with more Benjamin Franklin wit and wisdom. We'll see you in the stacks.